So good evening. My name is Ken ODell. I'm a principal at MHP Structural Engineers. If you notice the little pin on the lapel, I'm also the incoming president for CIOS, the Structural Engineers Association of Southern California. And I've got a story to tell and then a slide to show that kind of was the lesson that I learned from the story I'm going to tell. And it's really about changing the model of how we collectively work. And the story is our firm is a risk management partner for many of our clients. And when I say risk management, it's, if I say structural engineering again tonight, slap me, because it's not about structural engineering. It's about making buildings safe while, more importantly, creating structures that allow life to happen. Risk management isn't about the structure. It's about what's going on inside the structure. Had a client, one of the largest affordable housing lenders in the nation, billions of dollars worth of assets. Their headquarters is in Santa Monica. Their asset management facility is in El Segundo, and their operational IT facility is in Newport Beach. If you're a geologist or somebody who studies fault maps, you will be familiar with the Newport-Inglewood Fault that runs from Newport Beach through El Segundo, through Santa Monica, and basically wipes out all three of their facilities. They decided that they needed a redundant IT backup system. They found the most powerful one that they felt that they could partner with, and unfortunately, it was located in the city of Hawthorne, which is also on the Newport-Inglewood Fault. What I learned from that can be represented in this slide. Each department of that client was looking at things in their silo. They were disconnected from the collective needs that they had, that when they really brought it back together, they put together a structure that I think we are all very common. We operate within a footprint of, there's a leader of the conversation that kind of is in the center orchestrating that conversation. That leader brings different parties to the conversation, and that conversation takes place by the leader interpreting and bringing things together through that middle, interpreted by the leader. And what I found in this particular case, which I found in 30 years of a career, is that that model, if I tie it into sustainability, that model is not sustainable. It doesn't bring us to the need at the end of the day that we all have. As a structural engineer, I'm disconnected from the planner, and that conversation isn't as strong. The model I'd like to suggest, and I've stole these slides from the dean of Cal Poly's Architectural Environmental Design College, is really a model that takes and condenses or compresses this leadership role until it's smaller and smaller and smaller. And as it gets smaller, it brings the other parties closer and closer together until eventually that overlap occurs and the conversation is a collective conversation all the way around the circle. And this is the model that I think kind of becomes a model for us to look at. Chris just shared about how the different apartment owners have different needs and so forth, looking at their focus here. We just had a thing about the Thomas fires, Wolseley fires, the different fire responses that we have. CIOS has put together what we feel is a great narrative for our teams to go out and respond to fires. How much more powerful if that had been partnered with USGBC's initiatives? Bringing us collectively together will make the response that much more powerful and actually allow us to have this impact.